Polite Enquiries, England, India, Lords, Day 4.
Let's do it like Pujara.
And then, like it's buffering, isn't it? Pujara's innings is always buffering. Got it ready. Would you rather watch paint dry or watch Sibley and Pujara bat in tandem for a session?
I always quite enjoy watching Pujara. What do you think Pujara would say if Dom Sibley gave him a piggyback? I think he'd go, whee! No, I think Pujara made Dom Sibley look like a dasher today. Look, I really like Pujara. I mean, I've said this before. And I thought he battled, but he did look as if he had a broken bat.
He did play a pull shot, which I thought I'd never see on this tour. Jitin Chandrana. Should we always give ovations after playing 100, 200, 300 balls?
Look, they were sarcastic ovations, weren't they? And no, we shouldn't, because it's not really... No, but they were, as I said, they were sarcastic.
Daniel Chapman. Why did the umpires allow Virat to make the decision for them on the light, and why don't they carry on playing when it's perfectly safe to do so? There's actually quite a bit about this. Quite a few people a bit angry and annoyed that they felt like Kohli pressed the issue and forced the umpires into taking the lights off. I'm not quite sure that's what happened. What do you think?
I don't think Kohli's to blame at all. He's allowed to make his opinions clear anyway. The umpires have to be strong enough to ignore him, and I don't think he was particularly relevant. The umpires have forgotten what it's like to pay to watch cricket, because none of them have done it for years. They were players before they were umpires. They've got no idea what it's like to take holiday entitlement, spend hundreds of pounds, and to be disappointed. And also just something to spectators, if you haven't joined the Cricket Supporters Association at this stage, then I'm getting a bit frustrated with you as well. If you want things to change, you've got to make it happen. You've got to make it happen. They will not listen unless we make them. Join the Cricket Supporters Association.
Rushabh Parikh, would Kohli have been dropped by now if he weren't captain? I actually think, this is not me being soft on Kohli, because it's we're afraid of Kohli. In fact, we're the opposite. But Kohli is not in the same boat as Pujara and Raunak. And even though the numbers are similar over the last 12 to 16 months, Kohli is not struggling or under pressure or any of that. Kohli's been fine. He's just somehow not got big runs.
Come on, just bear with him a bit. He will come good.
Joining unrelated dots. That's an interesting Twitter name. If Shami doesn't contribute significantly in the second innings, then in hindsight, should India have picked Ashwin over Shami? They should have picked Ashwin.
I'm picking the head of Jadeja. It's another question entirely. Don't make the mistake of thinking he's better just because he's not playing. This is not an easy wicket for bowlers.
Ashwin should have been competing for one of the seamer spots, and I think he should have played ahead of Ishan Sharma. That's just it, because Shami was a standout bowler in the last game. This Moeen Ali is a bit good, isn't he? Asks Will Cooling.
He's had a fantastic game. I mean, so much better than the figures suggest. I don't know, what did he put on? 58 with Joe Root, so he didn't get a big personal score. He's fielded terrifically, and I thought his bowling's been excellent. And yeah, I hope it's a restart in his Test career, because I really hope there's a lot more to come.
As soon as they knew Stokes was unavailable, shouldn't you immediately draft Moeen Ali into your side? That's just sort of how
yes, I mean, you are very, very much preaching to the converted here.
JKR2713, can we go back in time 3 years and prevent Ed Smith marginalising Moeen and JB? Will he admit the Butler inclusion and dropping the leading wicket taker in the world over 12 months upset an established middle order? Did he do all that?
Yeah, he did do that. They messed them both about, and the results are there for all to see, but it's kind of nice to see them beginning. Both of them have had good games, and both of them beginning to get back to something approaching where they were before. I think they were mismanaged. Yeah, I think the question and the intonation of the question is spot on. I think Ed Smith screwed up with those fellas. I really do.
Akash, is Mark Wood the nicest behaved 90 miles bowler of all time? Now, who's he competing with?
I'm not sure that many of the real quick fellas have ever needed to be particularly nasty. I don't know, if you can bowl 96 miles an hour, the words are superfluous, aren't they?
Aman, finally. Was Pujara Thanos or Iron Man today? Was he either? Did he possess any of the fine powers of Thanos or Iron Man today?
Straight over my head. If they were characters from far from the madding crowd, I might be right up with it, but
I don't think Thanos would have been sitting that long doing nothing. We have conference rooms that have Iron Man, forget it.
in the London office, there's a massive picture of Jonathan Trott on one wall.
But I'm...
Who's a superhero of sorts.